Randy Rocky at Swan Financial. Antonio sent us this email. He says, I'm an investor. He says, I heard I no longer need to put 20% down on the purchase of an investment property that I will eventually want to rent. Is that true, Mr. Rocky?
Very difficult to get under 20%. And if you do, the interest rate is so high, it's not something I recommend. The lowest you can go is 15%.
So you're leveraging really what you're doing when you decide to do something like that as an investor. You're leveraging to, and if he could get lower, like 5%, what if he's living in it? Like if it's a duplex and he lives in half of it, is that, yeah.
Then that's a normal loan, which we can do as low as 5%. If he's if he's bought a house within the last 3 years or owns a house, then it would be 5%. If he hasn't bought a house in the last 3 years, then or doesn't own one, then we could do as little as 3% down or zero for that matter.
So let me just flip the switch here just for a second. There are a lot of those TV shows on HGTV where you can make a bedroom suite in your basement. And I know a lot of the communities are lobbying against bed and breakfast, but what if you rent it out on a long-term lease, right? So if you buy a house with the intent and make a lower level suite for rental, can you then put 5% down if you're going to live in the house at the top floor and the lower level gets rented out? I'm just giving you that type of scenario.
Right. As long as he's your primary, and actually, I'm sorry, even if you've lived in the house for 3 years, you can get zero down. We can get you as little zero down if it's your primary residence, but absolutely we can do that. Just closed one that was a threeplex, and there's one person's living in one of the plexes, so one of the three, and it was considered a primary residence. Just closed Tuesday.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break. A reminder that when we come back from the break, 5 foolproof ways to vet a contractor before hiring. A lot of folks, including myself, because I'm prepping my home to sell, a lot of folks need contractors, but what do you do to make sure that they're legit? We'll give you kind of a rundown of what to do. Continuing with us as we come back from the break, Chuck Crosby, he's the owner of the Crosby Law Offices. Not only do they do a great job at closing your loan, but also wills, powers of attorney, commissioner sales, and a variety of other things. And you can reach Chuck and his folks over at 499-6360. And Randy Rocky, who is co-owner of Swan Financial, they do a great job of getting you pre-approved and through the closing to the closing table. And I should tell you, their process is simple compared to what others make you go through. This is all online. It's easy to follow, and I just appreciate it. Made it so simple for me to get through what I needed to do to get the loan through Swan. So 645-0736. And if you're thinking of selling your home now or in the near future, next year or whatever, I'd love to come out and help you, talk to you about what the process is, what the prices are, how long it will take to sell, a variety of things, and you can see what I do. I open up my laptop and we can look online. You can reach me at 376-5483 or go to bobsellslouisville.com, fill out the form and hit submit, and I'll get right back to you. We'll take a break now. We're back in a moment on News Radio 840 WHAS.